The Book of Psalms, Book 5, Psalms 107 to 150. SAMECH, SAMECH. I hate vain thoughts, but thy law do I love. Thou art my hiding place and my shield. I hope in thy word. Depart from me, ye evildoers, for I will keep the commandments of my God. Uphold me according unto thy word, that I may live, and let me not be ashamed of my hope. Hold thou me up, and I shall be safe, and I will have respect unto thy statutes continually. Thou hast trodden down all them that err from thy statutes, for their deceit is falsehood. Thou puttest away all the wicked of the earth like dross. Therefore I love thy testimonies. I don't know what dross is. We're going to have to look that up. My flesh trembleth for fear of thee, and I am afraid of thy judgment. Next paragraph, Ain. I have done judgment and justice. Lead me not to mine oppressors. Be surety for thy servant for good. Let not the proud oppress me. Mine eyes fall for thy salvation, and for the word of thy righteousness. Deal with thy servant according unto thy mercy, and teach me thy statutes. I am thy servant. Give me understanding, that I may know thy testimonies. Wow. That's about the most important thing I read in here. It's very important. People tell you to read the Bible. Go ahead, read it. What is that supposed to do? It doesn't mean you understand anything. So let's do that again. 125. Psalm 119, verse 125. I am thy servant. Give me understanding, that I may know thy testimonies. That's the point of reading this. It is time for thee, Lord, to work, for they have made void thy law. Therefore I love thy commandments above gold, yea, above fine gold. Therefore I esteem all thy precepts concerning all things to be right, and I hate every false way. Next one is called P-E. Thy testimonies are wonderful, therefore doth my soul keep them. The entrance of thy words giveth light, it giveth understanding unto the simple. I opened my mouth and panted, for I longed for thy commandments. Look thou upon me, and be merciful unto me, as thou usest to do unto those that love thy name. Order my steps in thy word, and let not any iniquity have dominion over me. That's pretty important too. Deliver me from the oppression of man, so will I keep thy precepts. Make thy face to shine upon thy servant, and teach me thy statutes. Rivers of water run down mine eyes, because they keep not the law. Why wasn't Job talking like this? Everybody's like, Job, he's so blameless. Well, he didn't sound like this, did he? He was complaining away and away. I don't know. That's the way that thing made me feel. Now, you see the difference in tone in this whole thing? If Job was talking like this, then everybody'd be like, oh my gosh, poor Job. Yeah, but they're all, poor Job. Well, they better read that whole thing. Job's complaining the whole time. I mean, just, I don't know what everybody else is reading, but that's what I read. This is very different. You can see Job, like somebody like Job did not write this. Even though he's a really good guy and he feared the Lord and he didn't do anything wrong. He sure talked a lot. Deliver me from the oppression of man, so will I keep thy precepts. Make thy face to shine upon thy servant, and teach me thy statutes. Rivers of water run down mine eyes, because they keep not thy law. Tzaddi, Tzaddi. Righteous art thou, O Lord, and upright are thy judgments. Thy testimonies that thou hast commanded are righteous and very faithful. My zeal hath consumed me, because mine enemies have forgotten thy words. Thy word is very pure, therefore thy servant loveth it. I am small and despised, yet do I not forget thy precepts. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth. Trouble and anguish have taken hold on me, yet thy commandments are my delights. The righteousness of thy testimonies is everlasting. Give me understanding, and I shall live. Koph, Koph. I cried with my whole heart, hear me, O Lord, I will keep thy statutes. I cried unto thee, save me, and I shall keep thy testimonies. I prevented the dawning of the morning, and cried, I hoped in thy word. Mine eyes prevent the night watches, that I might meditate in thy word. Hear my voice according unto thy loving kindness, O Lord. Quicken me according to thy judgment. They draw nigh that follow after mischief. They are far from thy law. Thou art near, O Lord, and all thy commandments are truth. Concerning thy testimonies I have known of old, that thou hast founded them forever. There's just 3 more. Let's do it. Resh, R-E-S-H. Consider mine affliction and deliver me, for I do not forget thy law. Plead my cause and deliver me. Quicken me according to thy word. Salvation is far from the wicked, for they seek not the statutes. Great are thy tender mercies, O Lord. Quicken me according to thy judgments. There's a lot of this term, quicken me, all over this. And that's that term they usually will use in childbirth, right? Like it's the worst part is coming. But here, it's asking just to speedily understand gospel, to speedily understand the testimonies, to keep the commandments, to quicken this person for understanding. We just heard it like 4 times in a row. I have to write it up here. See, great are thy tender mercies, O Lord. Quicken me according to thy judgments. Many are persecutors and mine enemies. Many are my persecutors and mine enemies. Yet do I not decline from thy testimonies. I beheld the transgressors and was grieved, because they kept not thy word. Consider how I love thy precepts. Quicken me, O Lord, according to thy loving kindness. Thy word is true from the beginning, and every one of thy righteous judgments endureth forever. Shein, SCHIN. So, I'm confused about this symbol because well, even though I'm getting my Hebrew calendar any day in the mail, that should clear up some issues. But this is something to look into, this symbol, because sometimes, I don't know if it means a nagash or snake or what it symbolizes, but I don't think it's bad. It's just a letter, but the drawing of it means something, and it's like those 3 balls on the top. And there's something I saw recently. Was it like, I don't know. It maybe it's older Hebrew or something, but there's some thing where 3 of these balls on the top make the meaning different, or make it not good, or make it different. And I don't think they write with those balls on the top. Like it's a certain kind of way to write. But I have to figure this out more. But you know how snakes go shh, hisses, they hiss. I think that's why they called this letter this, Shein. And I don't know why they spell it like this, SCHIN. When I see it, it's SHIN. But it's sh sound. And it has some symbolism of snake in it. I will describe it. I will learn what it is more. But it's just, the first thing you ask yourself is, why do they call it a nakash? Why didn't they call it an S something? Why didn't they call it a sheen or a shashin or something for snake? They got the word nakash in it, right? Maybe that's enough. I don't know. I'm gonna study it. Let's read Shein. Prince is her persecuting me without a cause, but my heart standeth in awe of thy word. I rejoice at thy word as one that findeth great spoil. I hate and abhor lying, but thy law do I love. 7 times a day do I praise thee because of thy righteous judgments. So, there's a lot too in these Psalms, in this book, no, not just this book. Starting in book 1 with David, talking about how he's going to praise the Lord morning, noon, and night. And other people talk about how they meditate on the Lord all day, all night. This one, here we go again, 7 times a day do I praise thee because of thy righteous judgments. So, I'm just noticing there's a lot of that in here about praising the Lord constantly, and then people asking the Lord to quicken them in the Word. Great peace have they which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them. Lord, I have hoped for thy salvation and done thy commandments. That's important too, nothing shall offend them. Great peace have they which love thy law, and nothing shall offend them. That's very important. Lord, I have hoped for thy salvation and done thy commandments. My soul hath kept thy testimonies, and I love them exceedingly. I have kept thy precepts and thy testimonies, for all my ways are before thee. Tau, the last one. T-A-U. You know, that's just a weird word too. You know what that sounds like? Taurus, right? But the symbol is down. Like, you know how horns are up? Like they make that evil symbol all over Egypt with the two horns and then the sun inside of it. I'm getting suspicious now a little bit. Well, this word is tau, but the symbol is it's like a U, but upside down. So it's like horns, but it's upside down. And then we have all that symbolism of the one that's right side up in Egypt. We use this word Taurus astrologically and astronomically. I gotta figure that out too. I went to the YouTube channel to try to learn Hebrew, and at least I could figure out, you read from right to left, but I just learned the first letter. But that needs to continue. But this is suspicious to me. Tau, let my cry come near before thee, O Lord, give me understanding according to thy word. Let my supplication come before thee, deliver me according to thy word. My lips shall utter praise when thou hast taught me thy statutes. My tongue shall speak of thy word, for all thy commandments are righteousness. Are righteousness, yeah. Let thine hand help me, for I have chosen thy precepts. I have longed for thy salvation, O Lord, and thy law is my delight. They say that a few times too. Let my soul live, and it shall praise thee, and let thy judgments help me. I have gone astray like a lost sheep. Seek thy servant, for I do not forget thy commandments. I don't know, I found out my name, Masorah. It means golden bear. So everybody that keeps telling me to get out of San Francisco, they can F off, because basically God puts you where he wants you to be. But then I found out something. I looked on the internet. I kind of don't want to see what these Basque people do. My Spanish Basque people. I'm not French Basque, I'm only Spanish Basque. And it goes, you know what they do? Because we all know Basque people are sheep herders, right? That's all I know. They're sheep herders. But you know what my name means in Basque? Wolf killer. Wolf hunter. Now we're starting to get somewhere. That makes sense. So I don't know, that part that everybody's all freaked out about, the lion, I mean, the wolf and the lamb, that's what sheep herders do. They keep wolves away from their lamb. I don't know. Who knows? Oh, I want to show something. Who even knows what story we really heard, right? When we were kids going to school about the lion's going to lay down with the lamb, and now it says wolf, right? But wolf, I think, is a natural enemy of the lamb in the field. And that's why those boss people, they whistle. They have all that whistling because they have to communicate from really far off. That's all I know about them. But look at this. What I found. An old one. It's from like 40 years ago. 45. It's a cutie, huh? So the Lord has to keep his sheep in line. He doesn't like the wolves getting near him. And I don't know about the lion. Maybe he's kind of a symbol of the devil, I just heard too in some ways. But not in the Bible. It's purely for Judah, a symbol for Judah. Although it does say that the lion roams and devoureth. You know, it lays in wait and he devours. So it could be either one, but That's interesting. My name means wolf hunter. It's awesome, huh?